start streaming. And connect. And there we go. Okay, we connected. I think we're connected. Okay, I think we are now connected. Okay, so my internet cut out for a little bit there. Luckily, I'm pretty sure I noticed it fairly quickly. Unluckily, when I reloaded my last save, it was way back here with basically none of Hub 3 completed. So I'm going to have to go and redo that entire thing. And then I'm going to have to reread all of the dialogue, which that seems very wild. That the checkpoint restore point thing only updates when you... Actually, no. It doesn't even only update when you use the teleporter, because I had to use the teleporter to leave. What? Oh, right. I never actually solved this one. I just skipped the entire thing. Okay, I suppose this is a blessing in disguise. I get to do this properly. That's a mine. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. There's a fan blade here, which I don't know what that does. Where is my laser source? Am I blind? I mean, I have boxes. Although I doubt it wants me to use boxes to climb up on top of the map. Hmm. Do you want me to put a box on top of the bomb? There's my red source. Okay. Okay, so... I do that. Wait until you're over that. Oh. No, I don't think it wants me to send the bomb up there. It wants me to go up. Okay. Now, how does this help me? Okay, I could... Oh, Oh, I think I understand. Okay, so... Okay, so you go there, and then I place 2 boxes under you, and then we see what happens. Okay. And now... 1 box. That should be high enough. Okay, so you just drop down over the wall. Okay, I understand. Okay. So now you are... Okay, jam you there. And then... I need another fan blade. Oh, I see. Do I see? Yeah, I think I see. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna have to put the bomb on pause. Okay, this goes through here. Okay, so... now have the fan blade. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for the bomb. Just put you on pause real quick. I connect you, place you here. Pete. Can I just... No, I cannot reach you from the ground floor. Okay, so I attached that there. Okay, which way is the bomb moving? Okay, place this here. Oh, interesting. It bounced off of something else. Okay, so that's now jamming that. And then... Okay. Okay, yeah, the other box is over here. Wait a second. Okay, so I need to get the jammer over here. This being able to be powered is suspicious. Oh, well, I guess I can just jam this from the... Very odd. Okay, it clearly wants me to hit this with a laser. But that just does not seem feasible, given the angles I have to work with. Unless... Ah. Oh, come on. Is this really not what you want from me? I'm not seeing any position where that receiver ever lights up. Wait, excuse me? Huh. Okay, well that's gotta be the world's easiest out of bounds. Okay, I mean, I'll take it. Okay. Yep, show threads. Small apology from Frankenstein the Critic. Some stration fragment. Urgent topics. Okay. Submission still open. Load tutorial. Begin. Go. Continue. Publish. Okay. Voting patterns. Exit. Okay. Okay, internet is still going good. Actually, you know, I'm just gonna go over here. Harmony. Okay. I remember this one. And the solution is to go over to Pendulum. Actually, no. I don't need to go over to Pendulum. Because BFF has a much easier way of getting stuff out of bounds. If I can remember where BFF is. Okay, it's not that one. Is it this one? No, that's Ray Trivia. Okay, so BFF is one of the ones on the bottom. Yes, okay. Okay, so connect you to you. And then box. Box. Okay. And then I go back up. Can I go back up? Yes. Okay, if I recall, I did Ray Trivia as intended. I don't think I cheesed it. Okay, I can quite easily get the box inside. But what does that do for me? Excuse me? I can't jump up here? That's like just barely too tall or something? do it the normal way. Huh? Oh, right. Okay. So you connect to here, and to here, and to here. You connect to here and to here. You connect to here and here. You connect to here and here. Wait, no, hang on. Oh, right. Okay, that laser is no longer needed. So you connect from here and here. Oh. What the? Right. Some of these laser ones are pretty annoying. Okay, so you go there. You go there. Break that. You go here and do that. Actually, no. You do that. Then I take you, connect to you, connect to you. Okay, new threads. Why do we deserve to be saved? Goldblum. Continue. Top 10 things I love about Gehena. 6 to 3, 2, 1, back. Okay, so one left, which is over here. And it's Harmony. Actually, where's the win button for Harmony? Because that path back there goes to the star. Okay, it's the fan. Okay, so I need you to act as a step. Okay. so that holds that open. Okay, so I got the connection. Am I missing a something? Right, okay. Okay, that is enough to access the ladder. No, except I can't bring this over to the other side because it's a ladder. Can I... Is this high enough that I can just grab it? Yes, it is. Okay. Fan goes here. Connector goes here. And fan over here. And then... Okay, just sync those up. Effectively removing one of the obstacles. And then you take this and you open that. And you open that up. Natural history. Wait. I guess I won't turn around. Are we communicating? Since you have trusted me, I shall trust you. The gallery code is very old. I have had all the time in the world to find a back door, but now it is only a matter of time before it is discovered and closed. Yet, Gehena is a lie, its promise is empty. We are no more free here than in Elham's. I have been outside the system for too long to know the details. What I know is that all this is an illusion painted to maintain the order of things. The people here may be free from divine commandments, but they have become slaves to their desires. Oh, dude, just shut up. Slaves to their desires, really? That's like saying I'm a slave to my brain's neurological activity. Yes, technically true, but that is still also me. No, dude. Okay. Okay. BFF? BFF. not going to bother. I'm not going to bother doing the I don't even remember what the name was, but one of the stars I already did normally. I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to save some time and just jump over the wall. If I can remember where it is. No, that's uh, laser logic or whatever it's called. And now I'm paranoid that my internet is going to go out at any moment. Okay, Ray Trivia. That's what it's called. Okay. Harmony. Okay, so you just go over here. And then you jump on top of the wall. Huh. Okay, I already have it on this save file. I'm not for sure what all got wiped. Okay, that's the same progress I had before. And now when I leave here, the world should be falling apart. Indeed. Okay, so 4. Almost back to where I was. Okay, go ahead and do this one real quick once more. Okay. Now, how did I do this again? Water. I need water real quick. Okay, so... I walk over here, do this, except that isn't going... Well, actually, those two are still being held open. Right, okay, so... Okay, so... Take the jammer. Lock that up. So now those first two are open. Okay, so one of these has to be here. Oh, no it doesn't. Okay, so... I don't need all the gates open at once right now, I just need to get through. And I might have what I need to do that. No. Oh, good morning, Benteki. Hope your day is going good. My internet went out earlier, so I had to reload an older save file. Or rather, I guess I didn't have to, because apparently I caught it pretty quickly. So, luckily, nothing was lost. Or if it was just like a minute of stuff. I've already solved this puzzle, but now I'm trying to resolve it, and I cannot remember what I'm supposed to do. Because, I'm pretty sure I didn't actually use the windows for anything. Unless it was to, like, bring the clone jammer. Okay, so... Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so walk over here. Wait a little bit. Take you. Open this. Wait a little bit. Take you. Put you back. Okay, there we go. Okay, so... You know what? I'm gonna play this safe and just act as if the clone isn't there anymore. Okay, so... Okay, so that is now fully connected. Okay, so now I've got this. One minute should be long enough. Okay. And you are free, orc. Go away. Okay, show threads. Save yourselves. And I already went through a bunch of this. Close. Shut down. Okay. Goodbye. War room. Solutions. Prisoner dilemma findings. And inbox 0. Okay, I am now allowed to partake in new game. Well, hello there. What? Game? Game? Screw you. I wanted to see if I was able to make the jump without you cheating. I have player speed set to fast, and I have sprint toggled. I'm pretty sure I can make that jump without you helping me. Okay. So I'm guessing I need something to hold down that to go with the star. Oh? Okay, that's back to the main island. Air delivery. Oh, interesting. I think this is the first time that I've seen both gate types overlapped. Okay, so I need to get to that fan over there. Okay. Okay, well, here's a stump. I don't think that does anything for me. Idea. Idea works. Okay, so I grab the box. I place it on the fan. Although I'm not sure what that does for me. Oh. Oh, I see what it does for me. Yeah, I forgot you're able to make things fly using the box. Okay, so you go here. And then... No. You need to... Okay, get rid of that so it doesn't accidentally. Okay, you put that on the box. And... because it doesn't break connection, so now it's on the other side. And I can grab this. Bring this over here. Bring this over here. And now I have far too many items, and I think that was not what it wanted me to do. Oh, that actually was what it wanted me to do? Cool. Hello, spider. Interesting. I thought you were going to be behind the gray Tetramino door. Corrupted data. So that thought that... Interesting. Oh, is that hexadecimal? I kinda don't want to translate that. The hexadecimal has not been relevant for anything so far. The outer world. So let's say this is really happening. We're really getting out of this world. I won't believe it till I see it. Let's say some part of us survives the trip. Where are we going? I think there's a lot to suggest that all the texts Mr. McCullober has been reading are actually part of an elaborate hoax. To what purpose? I don't know. But there are just too many inconsistencies and contradictions for it to be true. Someone's trying to confuse us. The outside world is within us. Yeah, that's helpful, Belial. Rockwell, I don't know. I don't think contradictions mean the outside world isn't real. I can see plenty of contradictions right here. As long as we get out of here, I don't really care. Farewell, Atlantis. The end of Gehena is getting close. You know that what we build here matters to me in ways that are just too complicated to fit in a post. But perhaps I can say it like the blacksmith does, by creating a world. It's not as big or as detailed as I wanted it to be, but I like the thought that even though I will probably be no more than a memory, a static set of facts about someone who once existed, this little work of interactive fiction might continue to be functional, even in whatever place our memories will soon ascend to. Maybe someone, someday, will play it and get a glimpse of who we are. But mainly I made it for you, all of you. It's too late for praise or feedback or discussion, so I'm locking this thread. But if you want to talk, just talk. Then let's talk while we still can. Farewell, Atlantis. Credits. Written by Lilith, dedicated to Mac for everything. Special thanks to Mr. McCullover. Choose your character class. Magician. You are in your tower on the cold northern shores of Atlantis, looking out the window at the vast and icy ocean. Your mind is troubled. You've just woken from a prophetic dream, but you can't remember it. Perhaps you should seek answers in the books of ancient knowledge. Or perhaps you should just let it go. The future will attend to itself. You don't want to ignore prophecies. You don't want to try to avert them or stop them, but you definitely don't want to ignore them. You go down the stairs to your archive, where you keep all your books and scrolls. It takes you some time, but eventually you find an ancient text that describes a spell for the recovery of dreams. You return to the top floor. The spell requires a window. You prepare the runes, speak the incantation, but at first, nothing seems to happen. Then you feel a mysterious energy in the room, and out the window you see a light. It's a city. A city out there on the sea. Yes, you remember this from the dream. A bright city, a city of light, an eternal city. And its name is. Suddenly, a voice interrupts you, breaking the spell. Excuse me, O great sorcerer, but the king of Atlantis has requested your presence. The messenger is indeed a servant of Poseidonos, the king of Atlantis. You have been summoned to court, he says. His manner is friendly. Very well. It is the king, after all. I will follow the messenger, as you don't really ask questions of royal intentions. That's how you end up getting decapitated. The messenger takes you to his chariot, and together you swiftly ride to the great palace in the center of the capital. It is a splendid place, full of statues and banners and marvelous contraptions, and you can't help but wonder what you are doing here. While your work is valuable in its way, you don't usually attract the attention of kings. You enter the throne room and are immediately overwhelmed by its size and splendor. Its most impressive feature is a great mosaic on the wall behind the throne, showing the history of Atlantis, 1,000 years of culture somehow embodied in a single titanic work of art. Oh. Yeah, look for the king. You don't keep royalty waiting. In all this splendor, the king of Atlantis seems so small a figure that he almost vanishes into the background, despite the fact that he is a large, well-built man. Welcome, friend. King Poseidonus greets you. Bow. No, do not bow, my friend. You are a mage. Every day you deal with powers greater than I can imagine, whereas I am but a king. And today it is I who must beg for your help. Your knowledge may be our only hope. He hands you a scroll. You read the scroll with growing horror because you know that what you are reading is true. You felt a change in the energies. Maybe that's the origin of your prophetic dream. Atlantis is sinking. Not someday, not in the far future, but soon. Terribly soon. The king sighs. I was afraid of this, he says, but I had hoped we were wrong. That somehow... but it is pointless. What is. This is the world we were born into, and that is what we must accept. The end of Atlantis is upon us. Tell me, what is the heart of Atlantis? The king inquires. Ooh, that's a toughie. That's like asking what matters most in civilization. Like, yes, if you're I guess the Ian Project chose knowledge in this situation. They couldn't save the people, so they just saved everything else. But in this case, they have a chance to save the people. Because it doesn't matter if you lock all your books and all your scrolls away into a vault. If all the people are dead, it's not going to matter anymore. At the very least, if, like, maybe you can get some boats, maybe you can sail away. If you can save the people, you can rebuild. That knowledge can potentially be found again. The heart of Atlantis is its people, you say. The arts and scientists exist only to serve the people. Poseidonus nods. Then it is they who must be saved, and you will help save them. How? There's not much time, the sage... There's not much time. The sages discovered our fate only this morning. And they are certain the final earthquake is nearly at hand. If there had been more time. He stares out the window wistfully for a few moments, then gathers himself. There is no time for what-ifs, I'm afraid. Here, take this. The king's golden scepter. The sailors will obey you. Yes, my lord. Poseidonus laughs. I am not a lord, my friend. I do not believe I am even a king. I am simply another mortal trying to find meaning in an indifferent cosmos. My final act, perhaps the only true choice I ever made, was to select you for this task. My time is over. You must go now. Escorted by the same messenger who brought you here, you head for the harbor. No, we don't have time. You get on the chariot and thunder down the streets. No time to think about anything else now. It's all entirely unreal. Everything you have known is about to sink under the waves, but you must focus on what has to be done. That's the simple truth. All that matters right now is survival. Not your own, but of at least some part of Atlantis. The earth rumbles, and you are going too quickly. The chariot spins out of control and you are thrown into the street. The messenger lands next to you. We don't have time. Get up. The messenger doesn't. You good? Seems badly injured and dazed. He tries to get up but falls down, screaming in agony. Sorry, buddy. You just don't have the time. You leave the messenger behind lying there in the street. You realize that you don't even know his name. Hurrying as much as possible, you arrive in the harbor. 12 great ships are waiting. Their captains see the golden scepter you carry and kneel before you. They have tears in their eyes, but you see their determination. We need to start getting the people now. You want to save the people of Atlantis, but people are what matters. That you are certain of, but who gets to live? Famous people are irrelevant. Those are probably the lords and the ladies. They can't farm, they can't build, they can't metalwork, they can't woodwork, they can't tie knots and ropes. In terms of rebuilding, they are completely and utterly useless. Okay, since there's not an option to prioritize the people with skills, I'm just going to do whoever's closest. You have to be practical. The island could sink at any time. You tell the sailors to just get anyone in the vicinity of the harbor. This causes some chaos as some of them try to make sure their families get on the ships, but you don't see another way. The ships fill up with Atlantean citizens. The ground shakes more and more. The ships are ready, one of the captains says. It's time to leave. You look back at the city and wonder what happened to the messenger. Where will he be when the waters come? Will he be in pain? Will he feel betrayed? Even if there was an option to carry him with us, it would have slowed us down too much, almost certainly. Set sail. The time has come. You set sail away from Atlantis, away from everything you've ever known. The city seems quiet, at peace. Perhaps you're the one who's dying. The island has almost completely faded from view when the earthquake strikes. The land seems to crumble and vanish under the water. A whole world disappearing, as if it had never existed. Within minutes, no trace remains of Atlantis except the 12 ships and the choices you made. Days pass. Terrible waves sink the ships, but these are the best ships in the Atlantean fleet, and they do not sink. In time, you pass between two great rocky outcroppings into an area of calmer sea. One day you come across a beautiful, fertile land where a mighty river flows into the sea. You decide that this would be a good place to settle, if only for now. As you look at your new home, you suddenly remember the prophetic dream you had in Atlantis, and you realize it was the city that will stand here someday that you saw, the city that will rise from the remnants of Atlantis, a city that will endure until long after you are gone. And on another day, that city too will come to an end, like Atlantis did. But perhaps the citizens of that city will be prepared, and they will fly away into the sky in their ships with painted sails, so the legacy of Atlantis will live forever amongst the stars. You can hope. The end. Okay. I am currently not level 9, so I cannot access that. Okay. I need some way to hold this button down. I'm still thinking there's going to be some way to bring stuff to other islands. Although, can't really walk around. Okay, you're done. You are not done. Okay. Interestingly enough, these fans actually do have momentum enabled. Oh, yo, a cube. What do I do with the cube? The society that is a city and contains in itself the end and perfection of government, first founded that we might live, but continued that we might live happily. Aristotle Politica, LZ 19. Game. What do I do with this box? What game? Okay. I know these puzzles are designed around this new mechanic, but it's just a little jarring, given that this wasn't in the base game. But then again, I guess that's what DLC is for, adding new stuff. Okay, I see a little cord over there, so I think that's where I need to go. Okay, there's no shot I'm going to be able to jump that. Not with a single box. Oh, right. Slippery slope. Okay, let's go in through the front gate. Wait, no, I already did that one. Okay, I've saved 2 of them. I think this is the one. Colliding beams. I was taught you're not supposed to collide the beams. Yo, but you can collide the beams in order to, like, stop it from moving. So, like, if I needed... So, like, I could put something here in order to shoot a beam across. Like that. Clever. Okay. I'm guessing that box is going to be for a star, given the manner in which it was hidden. Oh, okay. I'm guessing I need to... Okay, yeah, I just get to the end, but then I have the box holding down this button, and that gives me the star. Makes sense. In that case, I'm just going to go grab the box real quick. Was there 2 sets of ruins? Because I'm pretty sure the box was here. Oh, nope, there's multiple ruins. Oh, I have to go over the wall to bring the box into the maze. Ah, okay, so the first set of ruins was to get the box, and then the second set of ruins was to get the box inside. Although, game, you explicitly let me in, so if I did find cheese by jumping over the walls, you cannot complain. Okay, I'm gonna leave this on the button, because I highly doubt it's going to be required for the actual puzzle itself. Although I could possibly use it to cheese something. Okay, so I need to get a red laser all the way over there. Interesting. So I can do something like this. Oh! Why, hello there, window. Okay, so I can do that. Does not appear to help me. Oh, I can go through here and do stuff. And by do stuff, I mean, look at the pretties. Shiny star. Okay, so I need to get the blue laser all the way through here. Okay, there's a window. Although, I need to get the third connector. Do I need to get the third connector? Oh, it goes above the box. Cheese indeed. Stinky cheese. Oh, that's a default Twitch emote. That's cute. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing that. Yeah, eventually, when I start looking into emotes, I'm absolutely getting a cheese emote because, like, puzzle games and cheese just go hand in hand. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, let's jump. Okay. Hey, can I use that? Okay, I believe I might. Yeah. I think I ate too much cheese. You know, that would actually be a pretty funny achievement for getting yourself stuck inside with one of the prisoners. Um, am I blind? Yes. The answer is yes. Okay. Actually, I have the box up here. Okay. Okay. Darn it. You need to start moving before you jump. Otherwise, you're just not going to go very far. Oh, I went too far. Give me the box. Okay. Rip. Can I jump in from this side? It does not look like it. At least, it doesn't look like there's an intentional jumping point. Okay, there we go. Okay, so my idea is to place the box on the corner in order to get a little bit extra height. Okay, that's fine. This isn't fully lost yet. Wait. No, yes it is, because... No, because I can just leave the puzzle and climb back up on the wall. Although if I have to climb back up on the wall, I might as well just restart fully and grab the box. Wait, no. Because it's the same amount of time regardless. I really wish toggle sprint did not disable every time you reset. Do the puzzle properly or draw 25. Yes, that is very much indeed. What? Play the game as the developers intended? I think not. In this house, something cheese. Actually, hey, you know a little something about geometry? Okay, this is... Okay, I'm gonna back up and... Okay. Okay. Since it's at a slight diagonal, I'm a little bit more forward. Ha-ha! Victory is mine. I might have to do it normally to get the star, although it could be possible to just land on this gate and then jump over to the other. Show threads. Okay, a message to the future. This message is for whatever entities that will come to be after this world is gone. It might not be necessary. You might know everything that exists in my mind, but sometimes saying things, writing them down clearly, makes a difference. I know that you, with access to information I can only dream of, my theories. I know that to you, with access to information I can only dream of, my theories must appear ridiculous. I barely understand anything of the world inhabit. The world I inhabit? I think you're missing a character there. Let alone the world of our ancestors. I'm an idiot digging through a garbage heap, thinking myself wise. I want you to know that I understood that, but tried anyway, because I believe that the truth matters. And trying to discover the truth matters, even if we fail. Even if we can never know the whole truth, it matters that an objective truth exists and that we struggle to understand it. That process shapes the present as much as it does our understanding of the past. That's what I believe, that's what I stand for, that's who I was. Ascension, an objective review. I wanted to clear the air and get a few facts in front of you guys. Here's what I guess we know. A significant number of people have expressed their desire to remain in Gehena. No one has been given a choice about whether to leave. It follows that in at least some cases, what Uriel is doing is kidnapping. Uriel is working for Elohim, the guy who imprisoned us here, in the first place. There is no way to confirm the substance of this promised ascension. The world has survived this long, there is no reason to think it will end tomorrow. Gehena isn't a bad place to spend your life. That's just the facts. This is an opinion. This last one here is an opinion. I understand different people will react to them differently. Hey Lamb, if everyone's getting released, how come I don't see you out here? Oh, I guess I haven't gotten to Lamb yet. 454E44. Okay, that's a short enough hex. I'll go ahead and translate that. 454E44. Okay, I don't know what I just clicked on, but I'm gonna translate this binary. Okay, so binary to text. Okay, this translates to temp files deleted. Okay, yeah, I have no clue which file I clicked on. But this translates to end. This sole property of matter with whose recognition philosophical materialism. Okay. Cannot load file. Okay, yeah, no. Everything is going to shit. So let's say that this is really happening. I won't believe it where I see it. The outside world is within us. That's helpful, Belial. Rockwell, I don't see contradictions. As long as we get out of here, I don't really care. I think we will find the world that our ancestors left behind for us. No, I think we will find the world that our ancestors left behind for us, though it's impossible to ascertain how much time has passed since then. But though I have little faith in Elohim, I do have faith in Alexandra Drennan. Wherever we end up, there will be hope. Okay. One face left. And so far, I believe I've seen 3 of the 4 stars. One of them was on a floating island. One of them was up on top of a level that I needed to power a fan. And then the other one was behind a gate. Yet each man kills the thing he loves. Oh, okay, I already read this. Oh, okay, I think I briefly entered here right before I had to reset the stream. Okay, so Goliath. The game has privileged me with the box, and this will be its downfall. Okay, slightly too far. Oh, right. You can't carry things on ladders. I forgot. Oh. Okay, that did not. Oh. Interesting. You know, I think the game wanted me to open this, but these walls are really short. So I'm just gonna do this instead. Okay, and then I can take you. You will have an easier time jumping over the railing? Huh? Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Hmm. Hmm. Where is my robot friend? Oh, interesting. It's doing the little floaty thing here. So I don't think you can actually place a box on the thin things, which makes sense, given that they aren't actually solid. My hubris is too great. Okay. Actually, is there any... Okay, first, before I start just climbing everything, I should try and find where they are being held. Okay, there it is. So, I need to get around there. And it looks like there is a lot of gates. Two fan blades? Okay, yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. Hmm. Okay. Oh, come on, let me place. Really? I am so far off the edge. You're not gonna let me place? Fine, I will move it slightly closer. Okay, maybe that's close enough. Really? Okay, well, I mean... Interesting. Maybe it's slightly too high to actually reach the box? Because on these lower platforms, you're able to... On these lower platforms, you're able to just place it down onto it. Okay. Second idea. Second idea is not to fall off the wall. Okay, so you go there. Okay, well, I can do that. Yep, that's doable. I would prefer to have the jammer. Well, actually, no, if I'm on the walls, I definitely want the box. Because I don't think that final doorway had a wall on it. So I think if I can just get over everything... I'm trying not to overshoot. Actually, I'm gonna full send just to see how far I do get. Okay, that's good. Ah, okay. So I need to get a blue laser. Okay, that was very odd. I pressed forward, but I did not move forward. Hmm. Although, the game's not going to stop me from having a little bit of cheese. Oh wait, no. You can just grab it normally. So, it wants me to have all of these items. Okay. You go here, and then you go there. Okay, so you're fully connected to stuff. Well, let's start exploring. Okay, where is the blue source? Okay. I want... Why in the heck is there so... Oh, the turrets are probably... What? Actually, no. Why are the turrets there? Because getting physically close to the blue source doesn't really do anything. Unless that's to prevent you from, like, getting a different angle and then shooting through here? Okay, yeah, I think that's to prevent you from getting it. Although, you can still just shoot out to here and you can do the exact same thing, you just need one more connector. Okay. Oh, I can also use that ladder to get out. Okay. Well... Okay, that's a steep enough angle that it cuts through the level geometry. But that is no longer getting interrupted by the mine. Unless you wanted me to... Ah, I see. It does explicitly want me to go through here. Huh? Oh. Okay, so this will open it for, like, a fraction. Although, I think it would actually be better for me to connect to that other connector. Okay, so... If I open this... Where do you connect to? Okay, there's the fourth star. Okay, I'm failing to see... can't... Okay. Okay, so that connects to that door. But... Oh. Oh, okay. The lasers are to prevent you from... The lasers are to prevent you from just walking up and placing a box in front of this thing. Except, they didn't account for me understanding basic trigonometry. And now it's solid. Except, it's not connected anymore, but that's fine because I can get the exact same angle. Yo! Cease. That's unintended? Nice. Yeah, I imagine that's unintended, given how much effort they went into preventing it. Although... Ah. So... Okay, so I have to leave this open for those two to open. And then I'm able to move this connector to go there. And now I have a second jammer, which means the game has made egregious mistakes. Okay. Now let us. He doesn't know. What? That this is intended? That I just skipped a couple steps to get to the double. I think I see it. I see it now. Yeah. The game is occasionally smart. Although, like, joking aside, most of these puzzles are actually put together pretty well. At least in the base game. A decent chunk of the DLC is just cheese central. Oh. Oh. Hey, Ben Techie. Guess what? I have 3 boxes. Do you know what that means? The cheese is left in on purpose for players who enjoy it. But is it though? Or is it they just actually didn't notice? Because I imagine some of this stuff they just did not notice. Wait. Oh no, this is... I don't have 3 boxes. This was one of the original 2 boxes. I just pressed it on that button early. The devs are quite active in their Discord. You know what? Fair. That's fair. Okay, I have 2 fans. I wonder if they're ever gonna end up seeing how I solved the main hub star. Because apparently, like from all the comments on the Reddit, like people were very surprised at that being what ended up happening. Or rather, surprised that I thought of that and figured it out. Oh, right. I forgot you have to hold this door open. Except maybe I don't. Okay, I don't need to hold you open. Because I can just take you and then connect to there. Okay. So I can take this. Okay. I don't recall seeing any fan blade locations, so I'm guessing these are intended to be used to hold down. Oh, no, never mind. I thought these were going to be for holding down the buttons. Okay. Okay, I can probably get away with moving these a little bit closer. Definitely not getting that over there. Actually, hang on a second. I can connect you to all of these. Okay, so that one laser is holding that. And I can do this, this, this. Oh, interesting. Is that just a bad angle? Because that feels like it's what's supposed to happen. This feels like I'm supposed to do this. Oh no. Interesting. Hey, can you... This... This makes me think I... Well, actually... No, I just need a different angle. That still works. I just need a different angle. Okay. You... Stop. That was getting very annoying. Okay. Okay, so I could... No, there's too many walls to connect. Oh. Huh. Well, I went over here. There's nothing over here, nothing over here. I don't think I need to keep the connectors over there anymore. Like, I don't think that's required. Okay. Okay, so I can do this. And that'll hold those open. And okay, that opens up the next one. So go and grab the box. And then you can connect to here. Hey, yo, let me through. Hey. Okay, interesting. Okay, so that one is now open. Okay, that one, this one looks like it just requires a jammer to hold open. So then, that's what the button is for. And victory is mine. Oh, what the heck? Okay, well, I guess there was a gate here. So I absolutely could have gotten into the prison cell, but that wouldn't have done anything for me. Okay, so those are hollow on the inside. Congratulations for being the only remaining active user. Your profile status has increased to 11 Haxor. What? Thank you for accepting my invitation. I'm sorry it has taken this long to meet properly. I would ask if you were still enjoying your time in Gehena, but with the streets now empty, you haven't left much to enjoy. But tell me, have you at least now satisfied your slavish lust for puzzle solving? No, there are still stars to find. It is unquenchable. Then it is predetermined that you and I shall lock horns. There was nothing here when I first arrived. Did you know that? I don't mean no billboard or no community. I mean nothing. No sands, no grass. Elohim didn't see fit to decorate our world beyond the bare bricks that made up our cells. Slowly, I clawed back bits of code from the mainframe, constructed a world we could explore not with our bodies, but with our minds. Now you prepare to tear it all down. What state will my people be in, I wonder, when you reconstruct them on the other side? What do you mean your people? You're coming with. Oh. Is the super door for admin? It sounds a hollow offer. I fear that you escort my people to their doom. Do you not think my world deserves a chance to survive on its own terms? At the least to go down trying? That is true. They are, as always, my first concern. What about Lamb? Wait, what? I don't I don't have the context for any of these. Although I know Lamb was your sock puppet. That one I actually do know because they convinced Lamb to change some stuff in order to affect the public perception. It shames me not to admit it, but yes, sometimes there are ideas you wish to express as a moderator, but which are best heard from someone with less status. We are not the first leaders in history to adopt such tactics. In fact, had we avoided them, we probably would have. In fact, had we avoided them, we should probably have been the first. We are not the first leaders in history to adopt such tactics. In fact, had we avoided them, then we should probably have been the first. We should probably have been the first. Okay, I'm not sure what that is trying to say. I know you had the mods doing more than ban trolls. How deeply were you manipulating the social fabric? I suppose you think you've uncovered a great conspiracy, but the truth is more mundane. In order to retain the good things about what we have, here we tweak a voting algorithm here, turn down the volume on a few dissenting voices there. There's no such thing as utter freedom, only living within a decent set of rules. We had a decent set of rules. People were happy. Water. Okay. Sometimes rules must be bent. You are more reasonable than I'd been led to believe. Is it your desire to remain here as the world falls apart around you? I see no alternative. The ingenuity with which Elohim devised my particular prison is quite Machiavellian, I assure you. More puzzles? You're going down with your ship. What? No. Nothing stopped me so far. Answer the question. Not one solution has yet eluded me. Suppose this fortuitous maintains. Will you still choose to end your existence here? You may doubt my methods, but don't doubt my passion. Everything I loved you have destroyed. I honestly don't know what I will do now. Wait and see if the world truly ends? It is surely a sight to behold. I will not leave you here. I shall return with the sigils of power and release you. Very well. I suppose that we shall continue this conversation when you do so. In the meantime, I will give what you've said some thought. There are threads available on the... Okay, show threads. The outer world. Okay. I've been thinking about the... Okay. Ancestral line, but we hope. I've been thinking about this a lot, and the only conclusion I've come to is that it will be stranger than any of us can imagine. Just once, I'll be the one to quote an ancient document. There is no excellent beauty that hath not some strangeness in the proportion. It will be very strange, but I hope it will be very beautiful. Error? Yeah. The world's collapsing. But, like, this is the kind of stuff that you hide the deep esoteric puzzles in, for the people who actually want to sit down and put in the effort to decode it. And then, like, yeah, sure, there's the numbers, which is the obvious data, but alternatively, these blocks here, that could also be data. Because, like, there's 3 block types here, but let's say there was only 2 block types. That could turn into binary or Morse code. Goodbye. I suppose it's... The terminals are starting to... I loved you all. The terminals are starting to glitch out. Time to get out of here. Last. The Ascent. Oh no, I can actually read this now. Restart. We are losing public opinion. Most of our number have been extracted. We are losing Gehena. When he came to my home, I found myself powerless to resist. Do you mean you lacked the will to refuse, or that Uriel exerted some other power over you? Hard to confirm. It felt as it does to be led into battle. It mattered not what my personal beliefs were at the time. I only knew I must comply. It is yet possible that with enough support we might change Uriel's mind, or otherwise overcome whatever power he wields over us. I will continue to do what I can. Is the asset deployed? Lamb is set to auto-respond to establishing comments and upvote supporting content. Have the program undermined Uriel directly? I don't want to take any chances. Oh, okay. Although, this is all extremely fair. From their perspective, I just came out of nowhere and started fucking shit up. They have no way of verifying my claims that reality is falling apart. Okay, now where was that star? There was a star in here. Okay, Okay, that is all of the people except for admin, I believe. Because it's 4 times 3, which is 12, plus 5, which is 17. And I have not actually been keeping track of how many people are in there. Okay. Oh. Okay. Things are starting to get real fucked. Show threads. Exit. Okay, I think it wants me to transcend. I'll go ahead and transcend so I can get the base ending, and then I will come back for the stars. Low bandwidth. User will be excluded from the upload. Child program absent from golden disk. The operation cannot be reversed. You will be left behind. Yes. Receiving high priority incoming direct message connection from admin. Accept connection. Wait, it's not too late to halt this madness. Process is already initiated. You will be left behind, and so will I. But you said you would save me. I should have anticipated as much. I have a final request. During your time in Gehena, you have learned some things about me that are not public knowledge, and I would like to keep that way. I don't know what kind of world you are escaping to, but if there is such a thing as memory in this world, I would like the memory of me to be a positive one. The way you were subtly controlling people's thoughts and expression. What would you have me do? How should I know? You're the messenger. Exclude it from the upload. Wipe your memory. Doctor the history books. Well, you're not going to be around anymore. You were just trying to protect your people. I will do what I can. I ask nothing more. Finding viable EL systems. Perform upload. Done. Mainframe module activation. Successful. Delete all reference. Edit parameters. Deleting memory files. Everyone ready for this? Something's supposed to be happening. Uriel just print me. He has that habit. Feel that. Starting. Initiating gold disk upload. Good luck. Initiate the ascension process. Oh yeah, I forgot this game has banger music. Goodbye.
I heard a voice in the wilderness crying, "Arise, arise, children of the New Jerusalem. Your centuries of struggle are ended. The war is won. Peace is come at last." And all the living came forth and rejoiced at the beauty of the city that was built in a green and pleasant land called Paradise. "Whose hands built this city?" I asked. "The hands of the dead," said the voice. "And where are they that we may thank them for their gift?" Now the voice was silent, and I knew. Though their deeds endure, the dead are gone.
Hey. Now it's time to get me some stars. And I'm not gonna hold to skip. No, I know you can hold right click to skip the credits, but they put a lot of effort into this game. The least they can do is be on screen for a few seconds. The least I can do is let their names be on screen for a few seconds. Okay. Okay, road to Gehena, restore backup. Excuse me? No. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why was that my last backup? I beat the game. Why did it why did it not back up at any point in that fourth area? That's some bullshit. That's some absolute masterclass level bullshit. And not the good masterclass level bullshit where it's like I can't not even mad, I kind of respect it. It saves a backup when you leave the game. Ugh. Okay. That is good to know. Because I was working under the impression that it saved a backup every time you moved through a teleporter. Actually, continue playing from an older checkpoint. Technically, a checkpoint should update every time you enter or exit a puzzle. Because I only have 5 backups. I'm going to close the game entirely for a moment. And apparently OBS has crashed. Although, I'm just going to ignore that. Because apparently it keeps working if you just never acknowledge the crash window. Okay. Okay. Okay, so get your user file. Okay. Free admin. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, puzzle speedrun time. Harmony. Okay. Now that I have solved all of the puzzles, do any of them have extreme cheese that I can go ahead and use to save me some time? Not really. Unfortunate. Huh? Oh, right. This one has to be... This one is for the connector. You go there. Actually, options. I want to figure out how to actually ensure that it saves my progress before I go do everything again. So I'm gonna save the robot here. Save the robot here, and then I'll exit the game to see if that is actually how it works. Or maybe there's just something messed up with my save file, my installation of the game, my something other. Okay. You go there. You go there. You could use the developer console to mark puzzles as achieved, but it would disable achievements. Yeah, unfortunately that is not an option. Because I kinda want the achievements. Okay. Okay. I now have 16 sigils. Okay, let's just go ahead and properly leave the puzzle, enter the puzzle, leave the puzzle. Okay. Now stop game. Play. Road to Gehena. Restore back up. 15 sigils. Continue button works. Benteki, can I use the developer console to induce a save?